Hey guys, it's Dana and it's Tuesday and we're going to talk about money. And today I'm going to share with you 25 things that you can sell to make money. So maybe it's the holidays and you want to make some extra money, or maybe you're trying to get out of debt. Maybe you're trying to save money for an emergency fund. Maybe you have to put a new roof on your house. I don't care. For whatever reason, you're trying to make money. And so I'm going to share with you some ways you can turn some household junk into cash. And number one, before I get started with the list of 25 things, I'm going to bang through the list really fast, you guys, and it's going to be in no particular order. But number one, if you're trying to make money selling stuff around your house and you're not sure if you should sell it, so let's just take one of the items from the list, which is the biggest one, which would be your car. Say you're trying to decide whether or not you want to sell it, you should ask yourself the question, would you buy it again? So no matter what the item is, if you have, say, we had a stroller and it was a big stroller, it was a 6-seater stroller, and I liked it, but I was asking myself, if I had the money sitting on the table, the cash, would I want to go out and buy that same exact stroller again? And if the answer is no, then you know that you are ready to get rid of it. So really be honest, really ask yourself, if somebody handed you the cash and you had the money, would you turn around and go right back out and purchase that item? All right, so that'll help you with knowing which items you can sell and which ones maybe you're not ready to give up yet if you think you would go back and buy it again. Okay? All right, so let's just get into it. All right, let's get into it. Number one is watches. This is not an expensive watch by any means, but if you have watches laying around your house, then you can sell those to make money. So watches, tech, any kind of tech. Like if you have phones, you can sell those. You can have old phones. A lot of times they're not even sold anymore, so you might get a lot of money for those phones. Furniture, if you have a chest of drawers, supposedly these are really good to sell on eBay. Other furniture might not fetch as much, but if you have a dresser with drawers in it, then you can usually sell that for around 80 bucks. There's usually always a demand for it. So you can sell your furniture. We sold a love seat from our garage that we had. Some ladies came and took it away in their truck and gave us the cash. And it was pretty exciting because the love seat was sitting in our garage for, I want to say 6 years, and we just were not using it. So we sold it. Curtains. If you have some curtains in your house, you might even have some heavy duty curtains that you just don't like anymore, that you don't want to see at all in your house. So sell them. Other people might want those curtains and it might fit their decor beautifully. Strollers, I mentioned that in the beginning of the video. We just sold a 6-seater stroller. We have a few other strollers we still have to sell. So if your kids are not using them anymore, yay, that's exciting. So it's time to sell them. Somebody else will probably need them. This baby's being born every day. Speaking of babies, cloth diapers. We sold a lot of our cloth diapers. Some of them I held on to for sentimental reasons, but it's one of the reasons we loved cloth diapering. So if you have any cloth diaper covers, you might have some seasonal prints, definitely that's pretty hot to resell those suckers. Get them online and sell them if you're not using them anymore or you don't plan to use them again for another child. Handbags, maybe you have some designer purses laying around. Lucky you. Sell those. Sell them if you don't wear them often, don't like it anymore, or you just need the money. Sell those handbags. This next one is kind of weird. It's wine bottle corks. Supposedly, if you have some vintage corks, you know how most, not the twisty cap on your wine bottle, but if you can gather up a whole bag of them, say you work at a bar or you just drink a lot, you save those and you can sell them in bulk online. People use them for craft projects, so you can sell your wine bottle corks. Similarly, you can sell beer caps, craft beer bottle caps. I don't drink beer at all. I don't know anything about beer, but you can sell those if you have them. Same thing in bulk. People use them for craft projects. But if they're unique, different kind of bottle caps, then that'll probably fetch you more money. Next on the list is vintage stuff, okay? So there's a couple vintage things. First, you can sell vintage eyeglasses. There's like a little bit of a vintage craze going on, I think. I know I like vintage stuff, but if you have vintage eyeglass frames, you can sell those. People will want to buy them. So look through your old glasses or ask your parents if they have an old pair of glasses around that you could sell that they don't wear anymore. It's Christmas season. If you're watching this video timely, if you have vintage ornaments, now's the time to sell them. Somebody's going to probably want to buy them. Vintage sewing patterns. Maybe your grandmother left you some sewing patterns or still has them. You could get them from your parents if you pick them up at a thrift store, Goodwill. Vintage sewing patterns, people will want to buy those, so sell them. All right, so certain types of pillows or mugs that have certain types of animals on them will sell. People like to collect things with owls on them, or roosters, or pigs. Is that one? I don't know. But certain types of animals, there might be a market for them. Do a search and see if you have anything with those animals, like a pillow or a blanket or something. I know some people who decorate their whole house with owl things. There's owl stuff everywhere. They're just in love with owls. So yeah, look around your house and see what you've got. All right, toilet paper rolls. Apparently there is a market for these. If you save them up and put them together in bulk and sell them, people want your toilet paper rolls for craft projects. I hear, it's true. All right, if you have certain types of board games that are no longer for sale, like this one, it's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which is the first book, first movie, and this is a game I don't think you can find it anywhere. We're not selling it, but if you have any old games, board games, then you might be able to get a lot of money for them if you sell them. So look and see what kind of old games you have, because if they're not available anymore, people might pay a pretty penny for those games, especially if it's intact and in good shape. Gold jewelry. If you have lots of gold jewelry, people like gold. I guess they can melt it down. And then your car. Like I talked about earlier, you can sell your car. It is possible. You can list it on Craigslist and sell your car and then go down. If you have a $20,000 car, you might want to sell it. Maybe now's the time, and go down to a beater car and drive that for a little while so that you can use that money to help pay off your debt or to build an emergency fund, what have you. Video games. If you have some old Nintendo video games, those might, be pretty hot with some people. So look through your video game collection. You might be able to sell those. Or some toys, old toys, vintage toys. Everything's vintage, but if you have some older toys, there's going to be somebody out there most likely that remembers playing with that toy and they really want it back. So look through your toy collection and see if there's anything in there that's in good shape that you could sell. Maybe you have an old comic book collection, or some magazines from long ago, and you might be able to sell those, list those, and see what you get. Small appliances, things that are easy to ship, you might be able to sell that. Costume jewelry, designer clothes, if you have name brand clothes. Glass bottles. I don't necessarily mean baby bottles. I mean if you have any glassware that's in a pretty shape for vases, people like glass bottles. So that's usually something that you can sell. Military memorabilia. If you have any old jackets, helmets. I have a really cool old army jacket that I had gotten from my dad, which I'm not selling, but I probably could. So you look at that stuff and see what you have, and that might sell. All right, number 25 is gift cards. If you've received gift cards and you didn't use them, obviously, then you can probably resell it online and somebody will buy it. Maybe you can even give them a discount. It's a $25 gift card and we'll give it to you and you're gonna sell it for $20. That's still money in your pocket that you didn't have before. If it's for a store that you don't like, say. You want the money that's more valuable to you than the actual gift card. Okay, so that's my list of 25 things that you can sell. Hopefully it helped to get the juices flowing, made you think about some things maybe you didn't think of before. Be sure to look down below in the comments if you have some other ideas of things that you've sold online, on eBay, Craigslist, wherever. Please put it down below, or in a yard sale. Maybe you made a lot of money selling it in a yard sale. To give some ideas to everybody who's watching or reading the comments, that's really helpful to the community at large. And if it's your first time here, be sure to subscribe. I'm here every single Tuesday talking all about money, trying to help you to get out of debt, save money, build wealth for your family. And that's it. All right, you guys, talk to you soon. Bye.